is happening, and everything I will accept it because our son, who is vice president to him from Nimba, the Nimba people will not understand if I start hating on Boyka. The Senate got a type of Boyka. When we have vote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attacked the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who defended from Zambia. For peace. Then when Boyka come now, he is deceived by coming there, the Dillon there, Nombi there, and you now where he's just thinking all kind of way, Boyka, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house. So they went talking away, some kind of thing they did, about teaching, they did a resolution that passed. Yeah, because of money crossing. Yeah. Then they sent it to the Senate. Then something happened. Wow. All of them almost ran to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh. Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me and Wabani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Poon, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper. And you were here with our leadership. And we said the report, all documents, legal documents to guide where. Then because I've been a figure from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved. Then it doesn't turn it like it's going to be wrong with that. He doesn't say that. The other family and Bible for 12 years now, and now February now, the clinic can think for that and home and you want to do it. Without going to first do it. So what is going on with a Kun? Then Kun say, well, what I will do for you to help you with Noya, then part of it, go look for Noya. I was from Kun after my own son after that I went. When they welcome me, they say they welcome me. I'm not why you are doing this. You know what I mean? The resolution is not a law. So, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When brother send a bill, they will not put all of the
I called you rescue. Do you think I really believe that at 80 years old you will be able to rescue this country? We embellished it. You know, when you are a sales representative, you are a salesperson, you're selling a commodity or a product. Your job is to embellish it. Did you think I knew, or did you think I mistook you for a rescue? An old man who belongs to the dustbin of our history, with a man who cannot even operate a laptop computer? No, we settled. We made a compromise on you. That's all. We settled. We compromised, and we believed you were a good man, and we were sympathetic towards you. We in all Liberian parties. And after we saw you and touted you about and projected you as though you could rescue this country, and we called you rescue. How could you rescue the country when you could not even rescue your own finances? 12 years I was vice president, we had to be begging for money all over the place, raising money to sustain you. What contacts did you establish as vice president? What? In short, your campaign. This is a dysfunctional juggernaut led by people who have brought into this hype which we created, hype which we are sucking the life out of now. We will suck the life out of you. Knock the wind out of your sail. The wind we put in your sail, you take it out. How dare you call us insignificant when you were a political nobody after 2017, and we resurrected that dead political carcass of yours. You show us ingratitude and wickedness. Where are you? All in our thoughts, we are. We did fundamental. The issues about which we disagree with us, we are still issues that we're concerned about. But we're not here to give you power so that you turn it over to Jeremiah King, Prince Johnson.
I'm a freedom fighter.
Oh, I'm on you.
I'm a freedom fighter.
My freedom fighter, then in your job, your pastor.
I'm a freedom fighter.
My freedom fighter, then in your do your baba.
I'm a freedom fighter.
My freedom fighter, then in your people on TV.
I'm a freedom fighter.
Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo.
Oh, yes, indeed. And this is the song. Where are the freedom fighters? Where are they? Corruption everywhere, stealing everywhere. And guess what? It's a big one.
I'm a freedom fighter. I'm a freedom fighter.
Freedom fighter, get in your job, your pastor.
I'm a freedom fighter.
Freedom fighter, get in your do your baba.
I'm a freedom fighter.
Freedom fighter, get in your people on TV.
I'm a freedom fighter.
Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo.
Oh, yes, indeed. What a great way. And of course, a pleasant opportunity. It feels to be here behind these microphones once more to engage on the issues that matter to Liberia's growth and development. Oh, yes, we are still under the weather, but yes, we have to be here to do what we have to do for the sake of Mama Liberia. And yes, this morning we are back right here. I had to pick up from where we stopped. It is an exciting Thursday morning. Good morning from wherever you're listening to us this morning across Liberia. A pleasant good morning. Good morning to our friends, our fans. Good morning to our followers. Those of you in the diaspora, it's always good to have you join us each and every other morning for all of the intriguing updates and analysis of the issues that matter most to Liberia's growth and development. This is the People's Radio, Freedom 87.9. It is good to have you join us this morning. Too many things to talk about, lots of things happening in Liberia. Oh, yes, indeed.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
What kind of freedom fighter are these?
Killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroy our country.
They are
Bringing drugs in the country. Guess what we're told? We've been seeing on the social media why all of you are crying for children's school fees. Mr. Bwaka's children, I'm told one of his sons took a huge sum of money and is enjoying himself, celebrating his birthday. The very son that used to be here singing on birthdays to raise money for himself. Going Miami Beach to have shows right here on Miami Beach. At the border, chattering yash. They BB private boats, and, celebrating with Caribbean girls,
What kind of people they so?
Puerto Rican girls,
What kind of people they so?
Jamaican girls.
Freedom fighter, you raping our.
And Bwaka's son is enjoying himself,
Freedom fighter,
misbehaving with the Liberian people money.
freedom fighter, you destroy our country.
That very tantan I used to be passing around, party vonvon. I think small birthday, then you go sing a tango song,
Ayo, ayo,
raise small money.
ayo, ayo.
Life can change.
Ayo.
But we ain't got a problem with all that. All we're saying, let his father lead and deliver.
Ayo.
But while Liberians are crying and complaining, and proposals are being made to cut on too much fruitless travels and all of those, the president is set for a two-leg travel out of the country any moment from now. Oh yes, I'm telling you. Bwaka is on his way out again. And the old man look at the toto. He talking, you know. Yeah. But any which way, this is what you got. Who told you he cares? He cares not. Bwaka is scheduled to leave the country again. For what details unclear, but he's leaving the country, taxpayers' money, on to go to Paris, France, and Dubai, as we are told, and in which way Europe and Asia, and thousands of Liberian people tax dollars will be used again. And the size of the delegation is still voluminous, still very large, and they're leaving the country. So the president don't care. The president is not listening. His son is there chilling and, of course, wasting Liberian money on Puerto Rican girls, Mexican girls, Brazilian girls. The same people that were batching former Representative Akas Gray for marrying a Liberian woman in Paris. They're sitting quietly, Bwaka's son taking the country money, going and hiring a private yacht, go over the sea and take so foreign girls. All of y'all, you're passing around, you ain't talking. But anyway, just to let you know what is happening. But this morning we have two very important conversations. You know, since morning we've been telling you that we're going to look into and start conversations around the LEC audit report. There are a lot of audit reports, and guess what? We're going as far back as other issues to bring to you. So this is launching the series. We're going to start looking at audit reports, and of course focusing mainly on some of the areas where you need to know about the magnitude of stealing and thievery that's going on in the rescue government. Because you know what? The past has happened. People got reprimanded. The Liberian people themselves dealt with them. But what is happening with us now is what that determines our future. Oh, yeah. So we're going to be looking at that. And there are too many disturbing, troubling audit reports. In 2 years, the wave of stealing is more than what happened 6 years ago. Oh, yes, I am telling you that. Proudly, I'm telling you. We'll break you everything. All the things. Metex and all of that. The complexity and the stealing with Metex power will open your mouth and say, yo, who you're here. Say, oh, if we know, we saw Leo, our old meta arrangement because they all need meta arrangement. Arranged to steal. Metec has been rearranged to steal.
What are you killing our children?
So yeah, we will commence the LEC audit report review this morning on the big station, of course, right here. Listen keenly. Take your pen and paper, take your notepad, and keep jotting down the points. And then we'll go back to Mikat. Jeremy Pia and Daniel Sano. They're the one loudly talking and insulting everybody and think everybody should shut up because they are in power now. What is happening with the New Liberia newspaper? This morning we have a lot for you.
When they were coming, they said they were liberators.
Payroll paddling, salary disparity. When you listen to the thing that happened, it's much here. People who get BSc and somebody that get high school certificate who's supposed to take more money than their friend. But we will ask Jeremy Pia and say, oh, you not face the system, we not do the system this blah. Until they're small high school. You know, point and carry it in the place. But look, the whole country feeling, man. Hey, God, good morning, welcome.
Good morning to you, Abu. Good morning to you, and of course, good morning to our audience. It's good. We are back here this Thursday morning to wrap up our week partnership. So yes, just like you said, too many things to talk about, and we are committed to ensure that our country is given better through our advocacy. And it's good that we are here again.
Yeah, definitely. Today is Thursday. It's another opportunity to make money, right? On star 255 star 1#. Every time we come here, we let you know that you have a chance. The good thing is it's always here and available for you. How you take advantage of it now, right, is within your purview. It is as simple as anybody can do it, but just make sure you're about 18 years old. So don't allow your minor to grab your phone and something no. But you, the old man, you, the papi and stuff, right? You hold your little small little cell phone, and by this, you're also contributing to the disabled people. Yesterday again, we have the video here. Hey, guy, you saw that, right?
No, I don't.
Gregory sent the police to beat on the blind people.
Wow.
Oh yeah, you didn't watch it? Yeah, the police were instructed. I mean, but the police people said, "You don't get here, you don't get brain inside your head." Blind people, no matter what, you gotta be taking battle, beating blind people. Damn it! And I saw that, I felt sick.
Yeah.
The other lady fainted.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the blind woman, she fainted on the ground. She lying on the ground. The guy stayed there, shocking her, putting her with a fool and things, and all those kind of wickedness happening in the police. Now the police is like a terrorist organization right now. Oh yeah, well, some of the things they're doing is very. I mean, it's very disastrous. Yeah, it's like an Al Qaeda or operation. I mean, blind people for the most part. Pretty tell me, blind people, right? And they are not breaking anything, right? They're just standing there and say, you know what, we have come to lodge the complaint of our director. He's not treating us fairly. So, Mr. President, we want you to do something. The president is angry. Mr. President, why are you angry at the people for standing up? Oh, you
for reminding you that somebody is stealing somewhere, then you want to be like you're angry. Oh my God!
Or because he fake data, he can be reading. And when you sit down in cabinet meeting, the minute go get fake data, you reading it. So when you see the program protest, then you think the people trying to undermine the government. No, they people are presenting the real, the actualities to you. They give you fake report, fake data, right? Imagine a Mandela couple or lying to the people, say your can 10 o'clock with me, then you go there, then Mandela couple. You ain't know Mandela couple that liar. We should play her or Ayalolo boss a video for you to see. A pathological liar on the record. This woman boldly lied that she had concluded all of the negotiation, the arrangement, not knowing they were trying to steal Ayalolo bosses from Ghana. The whole deal backfired. And that woman goes stand in front of the blind people. Oh, you can, we'll have meeting, you can tomorrow 10 o'clock, I'll be able to see the president. Yesterday, the poor went as early as 8, 9. Poor people, some of them, the last small thing they had to pay their way to go there. And this is what that angered them. They went there, they stood in the sun without any dignity. They say, oh, the people king, the leadership, right? Say, oh, you're sitting under the tree here, or you're sitting right in the lobby here. No. They kicked the people outside in the sun. Kept these people there. The portrayal, the kind of thing you're portraying to the world about us. You think the people choose to be blind? Mr. President, you go around, you go to countries, you be lying all day about, we are changing the country. You're changing the country here. You sending police people to beat on blind people because they're advocating for their rights, Mr. President. And you said your mother was a disabled. How heartless can you ever be to treat members of your mother's community with such disdain, carelessness, and lack of compassion? And somebody say, oh, you don't talk about it at the president. Who is Bwaka? That Bwaka does the wrong thing and he can be talked about. Right? Oh, because you are benefiting from the stealing that going on in the country. So you think, oh yeah, you wear the moral garment to detect what somebody says and not or not. You must be something must be running with you. But the fact is, it continued to go on the human rights record of the government and the president that indeed what he intends to do is dictatorial. Recently, what did we see? We saw the army, right? The chief of staff and the defense minister went and decorated the president in army regalia. They carry boots, military boot, but who's scared of lingy military man? Right? Military boot, military hat, blah blah blah. To do what? To portray what? The symbolism is what we're looking at. So some of us have been looking at that and say, oh, okay, so what is Baka interest in even trying to wear an army uniform and all of that? Right? But anyway, that's another conversation for another. We're reading backstage and blah blah. But just be careful with yourself because I mean people have a way they can, wrap you to bring you in the net, and you can't just know. Right? So that was what happened again. They maybe Hagar will show the video for you to see it. For those of you that are watching and those of you that are following live, you listen on the radio. You listen. Yes, the police people were beating the blind people yesterday, and I don't know basically what to advise the blind folks though, because imagine and then this Samuel Dean guy went and spoke to the media and described the people as street beggars. Right? They may probably describe his friends as street beggars. Say they're mere street beggars.
That's what happens when you give power to the wrong people.
And this is the guy who was opting to be representative. Samuel Dean. And a lot of you voted for him because you empathize, you feel like, oh, you need to integrate and say let's have disabled representation, blah 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 blah, all this kind of argument. You see the character, his own community, his own people, to just cater to the welfare. They give them money for the poor welfare. The men say the men buy my own car later inside. You back out with the people money. The poor say, oh, we want our own share. Then you go call the people mere beggar. Calling the people beggars. His own description, Dean's description of his colleagues, right? Those people who went out there to call and the government's and the president's attention to his bad leadership and of course corruption and all of that. Dean called them mere beggar. So Tuesday protest at the executive mansion has been described as a performance. Dean said what he saw, those people that were beating, say it was a mere performance staged by a handful of blind street beggars. Quote, Samuel Dean, head of the National Commission on Disability.
So he's
where is
referring to his colleagues as street beggars,
handful of blind street beggars,
which is a very terrible description of who they are. And for whatever reason, I think Dean, by virtue of that statement, he should be suspended by the president, because you cannot be you were appointed to seek the welfare and interests of these people. The people are accusing you of mismanaging funds intended for them, but then you've not said anything concrete to that allegation. But all that you can do is to describe them in the form and manner that you deem best suited, which is a very terrible thing. These were people who stood under the rain and the sun to support the president that appointed you, and the only payback they get from you is to refer to them in the form and in such a denigrating and disrespectful form and manner. Itself prove that the government is not serious, because Abu, in a serious country, a man like Dean should be
just that statement alone is sufficient to remove the man. I mean, you're not in a good representation of the people if you can be so demeaning in your. This is bullying, right? This is bullying, body shaming. This is, I mean, intolerance. So imagine other people referring to your community members as mere street beggars. Hey God, you really think in your mind these people choose to be beggars? By
virtue of the position you serve, you're supposed to be an advocate for these people. You're supposed to be ensuring that you seek their welfare. The people, they accusing you that, oh, they gave you money for them. This one, that one, you stole it, you ate it. Then the only thing you can do is to sit and refer to them as mere street beggars. You think that's the best thing to do? You think that's the best description of these individuals who are responsible parents? Some of you, when God gave you the opportunity to ascend to certain position in life, it is better always to try to recognize where you come from.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, where you are today, you will never stay there forever. These are conditions that these people did not go by. No, they did not buy them. It is where life placed them. So no matter what, you are supposed. These are people that you are supposed to even open up to seek their welfare. If you hear Fanatic proposing or bill, these are people that he's talking about taking care of.
That guy's a politician.
Not just a politician, but a nonsense politician, because no sound-minded politician will say will stand and speak recklessly and loosely to individuals of such categories.
Yeah. And let's play the video. And everywhere many Librarians should rally, a respect for so long. And sometimes I read your comments under the post. I mean, where is compassion? Where is humility in us? Our society. See this. See what happened, guys. Then we'll come to the presidential villa. We're just doing our in-house cleaning.
Okay, folks. We here at the executive action.
This was because they were angry.
And yesterday,
Mandela Kobo and Mark Jabate have promised
there were
president or the
protest action here. Let me reach there. I'm seeing that this Igbo community
and they felt disrespected or
the police
value.
Okay. All right. Mama, what happened? I see you and you fighting the police. What happened?
Why you go for this kind of man? For what? For what reason? What justifiable reason? The man see where he's going. Man, you know, you get discussion or what? Because you're creating the false narrative about the reality.
And I want to talk to the people. Okay, come in. Let me ask you somebody on the ground.
About the pressing.
This person.
The beat of the blind lady, and this is what the render unconscious.
One of them on the ground.
This is a law enforcement officer being run by Gregory
What happened to her? She on the ground.
These are going on the record. The war is watching. Remember, you have families in this country. You be treating other people like that. These are the people that even your scripture command you to be kind to. But a Baptist didn't want a government that unleashed force. Beat these people and render them unconscious in Liberia. Look at what you are seeing on the screen.
And of course, you find the activity.
So what are you doing?
With,
this is your rescue government. Folks. Beating your citizens, you're killing them. Even the blind, look at this. Is this not created to this be happening in a government that cares? A government that came to rescue. These are the most vulnerable.
There you have it.
The president is government lacks compassion towards these people of a citizen. This is what you have. This is wickedness.
It will not work. So again, yeah. Mama, why be I seen the police and the woman also she tussling with the police. The police are taking your thing. Yeah, they're taking your calling them from your. So you should be careful. So what happened here? She found out again on the ground.
This is why
same with Kim. Same with Kim yesterday. We should be here by 10 o'clock.
When you are talking about election, these people. You tell people that we are always giving first preference, giving help everywhere.
But why I still coming back for now because yesterday
these people don't listen to the education.
they kill
They
us.
are moving by the grace of God. Why would have taken the police to
But then I
even
see the
have a
woman.
dialogue
Let me
conversation with
understand
these
something.
but instead, because the police is a gangster paradise, the police has proven to be a rebel
the
gang.
violence here.
The only thing they do is
the
go
violence.
after the lives of individuals, not fear real. Look at what is
The
happening.
violence
The
here.
police that is supposed to be protecting the lives
The
and
visually impaired and
is
the
going out
National
face to
Police.
face challenge individuals. Blind individuals who can see. What's the hope for the future?
This is
of
Emmanuel
community?
Mopolu. I've been
Because
down
if
here
there is any
yesterday.
hope,
Much
these
about
are the
taking
people that
for a few of
Nigerians
your
are
men.
supposed to be
You say you're going to have conversation with you.
What was the outcome of the
But
meeting
these
yesterday?
people are being treated like this. What's the hope?
Okay.
When we went there, they tell
So
us
if blind can be treated like this, have you
today we
imagined?
should come at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And guess what? This is happening in a country that professes to be a religious.
Wait, my man.
By 10 o'clock, I'm going to hold meeting with them. From 10 o'clock this morning, it's 5 men dedication.
What we
10
are
o'clock this
doing.
morning, no way.
This is what the government is doing. The people that are expressed in the Bible, I will emphasize the importance of showing compassion and kindness towards
I
people
hear
with
yesterday
disability.
that when you people went for the meeting, they gave you
Treating others
$200.
with respect and dignity. Look at how the police were dragging these
To go
disabled
home.
people, blind
So how you
people.
share the
Look at the
200
woman. You think that woman used to be
We
blind?
want charter bus. We pay some.
You think that woman used to be blind? The Bible teaches us
How much you pay? How much you
people
get
with
for a job?
disability to respect
The 200 US?
showing compassion
The
and
200
You
empathy.
get a boy out to
We
carry
are
on.
called to be compassionate
Okay.
and empathetic towards people with disabilities, just as God is towards us.
But I see
This
the
includes
police. I see
being
the police. They
understanding.
were.
That means in that capacity, all of you police officers standing here, you are
We don't
understood
know how to describe it.
the burning concern of these
Situation here
people,
at the executive.
understanding
Mansion.
with disability.
Mama, why
When
be
you're
you
going
talking?
to
Why be you talking the police people
issues,
too?
the
What
same
happened?
way
You
you
talking
go
the
to
people with the
God
water?
and you want God to understand you,
They got to protect me.
God say we should do the same thing for them.
Yesterday.
Caring
Yeah.
for their vulnerability.
Yeah.
Assist them.
Yeah.
Even you police who have put this
That's
thing
what
under
making you
control.
very because I see you
Right
sweating.
there, I don't know who was the head of this delegation.
I want to know whether it is
Look at the process flow through.
Okay.
Absolutely.
C'est la
Hawaii
personne.
King, what they can do.
Work here for the disabled.
Hawaii King will,
But what
will break the
Okay,
mountain.
go ahead. Work here for the disabled.
Now you go quickly there,
Then
you
yeah,
come back, order,
My Eliki. No need to take it out.
right?
So basement will come.
And give them law.
So I want to know whether say money
them.
back when they can buy food to their home.
Help the people that are in need.
So my meeting is
Burden. In this way, you will fulfill the Christ
Comment we
believing
can do?
in blue uniform under strict instruction.
Okay.
Invite the poor.
So when you say care for your woman, care for your mother, be careful.
Okay.
Yeah, we must start.
This is what
But
the
when you just
Bible
beating
asks
the
you
police
to do
people
when it
too
comes
with
to
a
people
cane
with
that are
disability.
putting there.
But on yesterday, because of political
they push
reasons,
because they wear they are watching it.
disrespected
Then they made the beat all woman in the woman feet.
Okay.
So
Bible
they the
says
we do them.
verse
Say we
22,
want that. That would
that
die.
you should show kindness
Okay.
to
What's her
people
name?
living with disability. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you. For those of you who are missing, the pure emphasizes compassion towards people with disability, encourages kindness, inclusivity. What beautiful verse in Surah Al-Isra, 17 verse 24. And no more to
Okay,
them
thank you.
the wing
Mama,
of humility.
I see you too. You're fighting the policeman
This
too.
verse promotes
So what happened to
compassion
me?
and humility towards others, including those
I will not
with
look
disability.
at
Under bracket, what are people living with disability receiving? Brutal police, harassment, and intimidation.
nothing wrong with the woman and the woman fainted.
The degree of force that was applied that led the woman
So pay attention to the woman. And they will not
you
pay
can imagine inherent dignity,
Okay.
equality, compassion,
Okay.
reward for
Okay,
caregiving.
so what's the name?
The Quran emphasizes
All right.
strongly on the reward for giving care to people with disabilities.
Let me hear. And a journalist.
Why have we
A
allowed
journalist, I
politics
saw
to
you.
cloud our sense of reasoning in this
Where's
country?
the motor?
Why can't it be? A major question that a lot of
What
us
happened to you,
can't
Jack?
answer to. But unfortunately,
What happened to you?
for natural reasons, people are ignoring scripture, they're ignoring God, they're ignoring everything, and it's just about
What
rest.
happened
The
to
only thing that matters is rest, is watching.
What happened to police people beyond?
This is absolutely unfortunate. God's people
Okay.
to turn their back on God's instruction in giving situations
Oh, like you can.
identify political instruction.
Oh, she can't talk good, huh?
If one policeman was going to stand up
Okay, you both
yesterday
now.
and prevent the
Okay, like your friend too, how are you?
people,
Yeah, what didn't happen
that
here?
person was going to be a zero on
They were fighting no one
So are these solutions too? Are you going to say they are solutions or they are opposition? Was that why you
Honorable
were
Maja
beating them?
Bate has a rap.
You
Honorable
laugh
Maja
to
Bate
them,
has
your
a
governor
rap.
officials laugh to them.
Okay, we are sorry.
How you call it? Mandela people, they lie.
Maja Bate has a rap.
On Tuesday, they lied to the people that they should go home and that they would have done everything on Wednesday morning, latest 10 o'clock,
Send this
to have
morning.
had meeting on their grievances.
Now they're making a rich man.
People went there.
Beat the president.
And when the people went,
So we are going now.
all
The
passing
executive
by them
marshal.
as if to say, they are not human.
Beat the president right
And
now.
they're like, so what happened? Let's go to some of the people to us, let's see anybody. But that's how they lead back on it to draw attention.
Honorable
This
Maja
time
Bate
is
has
a
a
people full of arm carrying, vacuum taking police officers to unleash fear on the people. But anyway, this is what I don't know how to maybe we can put few calls and see how others can raise their voice around these issues for the president to do something. And then the guy who they're protesting against, he watched this, saw this, and what did the guy do? He called them to them as a handful of street beggars. And the president is still keeping the guy there. 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 2186 500 104. When we come back, we look at other issues, but they want that he won't. For as long as they keep doing this thing to the people, every time we come here, we spend few minutes on. We spend few minutes. It defies the Quran, it defies the Bible, it defies Islam, it defies Christianity. So you dress nicely, you go to mosque on Friday, the Imam preaches compassion and kindness, and then you go back, you wear your blue uniform, Gregor tells you go beat blind people, you go and beat the blind people. That's because while we wait to do our draw, we're doing our first draw shortly, and the code this morning, as usual, is star 255 star 1 hash, star 255 star 1 hash, or star 255 star 1 hash. And then for $50 Liberian dollars, we still keep going up to 10,000 Liberian dollars, 5,000, 10,000 Liberian dollars right here. We're doing our 10 minutes. So let's be called 0776 104 104 086 500 104 are the numbers. You call us on here this morning and have you say on talking point right here this morning. This is what happened. The more interest of the government now is the quote unquote design. Every attention of the government for anything they can refer to the stable communities and it's very wrong. I'm just sitting. Good morning. Go ahead, live.
It is gradually upon 77.
Go ahead.
The people before about this government are coming in calling themselves rescue. But, let it be some pain from them because we know the people from free time and the people of there. So, we just reacting, different reactions. They say, the men were too soft. The men were bringing real democracy into our life. But we thought that the men were doing it the wrong way. Well, sometimes I enjoy them doing it like that, but I will not lie. I can enjoy them. Because they were seeing people who were passing away, right? I'm on that Masari, I'm on that Yoguwa,
Talk to.
Thank you very much.
This person, Emmanuel Samuel. Morning.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Go ahead, you live.
Good afternoon. I join you from the UAE. I want to, make a comment on the topic concerning the water. One thing I want you to understand here is that Waka is not in charge. That's why you see everything that goes on in the country, everything there happens because the president, yes, the president, but he's not in charge. So the Waka will because Waka in charge, all these things that go on in the country will not happen. But every time we speak to the social media, we see all these things going on. The president is not in charge.
But the thing is, what does it say about us as a country? We're a country that beat on blind people, we beat on disabled people. I mean, think about it. If somebody put an excuse that the president is not in charge, whose business is it?
Yeah, because the president tell me that who you say at least you address it. Because they are running president, they won't be decision like now.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. 0776104104 086500-104. The president is not in charge. He was elected.
The president is not in charge when it comes to beating on disabled people, catering for their needs and whatever. But there's a secret villa in Foya. The president is able to be in charge of that, and no other member in his government knows. Yesterday at the confirmation hearing, I seen the video. You don't put it up, right?
Okay.
Confirmation hearing of the newly nominated Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Sam Steve Kuya, right? He terribly announced, that he has no idea, no knowledge. So pretty much tell me, folks. So that means somebody can just jump from the blue and go in our foreign and start being mansion. Nobody know about it. Nobody know about it. This is danger in the government. But you have government people mining the same property, but yet still nobody knows about it. This is a recipe for impeachment proceeding against the president. I mean, who is going to be as brave if the executive cannot provide convincing narrative around this? Who would draft that? These are moments where people are going to need to be in the legislature, man. Look at, the man say, they didn't know about it.
That I do know, if you want, but the one thing though that I do know, that the Joseph Walker, who's president of this country today, is not someone that will engage in anything that undermines the integrity of this country. He is someone who, from his own humble beginnings, understands what it means to labor for this country. And so the if you want, but the one thing though that I do know, that the Joseph Walker, who's president.
I mean, the longer version of it, you hear him clearly say he has no knowledge about it and try to provide window dressing responses or explanations about, the Baka that I know. That means he has already denied that they have no knowledge. He's trying to say the Baka he know cannot be doing that, blah, 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 blah. This is it. Folks. Right? Where are we going? A secret villa is being built in Foya. And the chief of staff in the president's office himself is coming and telling the public that he does not know anything about it. But recently, Kula said it was a presidential villa that other leaders will use from the same executive mansion. Why are you people making fun out of the country and all of the Liberian people? You're really fine, your own mumu. Damn. But anyway, so we leave it there. The cash giveaway, right?
Yeah.
Make money on star 255 star 1 hash. Star 255 star 1 hash. And guess what? Like we told you on yesterday, we're opening a special appreciation basket for the sacrifices, the commitment, and everything. You know, there are special moments where you want to show people your appreciation. Sometimes it gets valued. Most times, when people have kids, when people get married, when people are observing anniversaries, their birth anniversaries, for example, because it makes them to remember the moment that made them who they are, and the contribution that they're making that you like so much, and you know, all of it starts from right there. You want to say, oh yeah, we're grateful for your birth, your contribution, blah blah blah. So our dear brother Hagar Gonda has his birthday on Saturday. Times are hard, and all of that we understand, but there's still very good people who love to appreciate good things and good and meaningful sacrifices and contributions, because when these contributions and sacrifices, when they start to yield fruit in the future, it is all of us that's going to benefit. Then you sit and say, oh yeah, for us, it was scared because they will take our job from us, they will not get all this, but they're braving the storm. So let's show some degree of love, support, and appreciation for our brother. So we have the basket. The basket is officially open today. So we have today, tomorrow, up to Saturday. So once we announce the number, it will be available. But the only thing, as soon as Saturday pass, it close.
Basket close. Yeah, no, basket.
So that Lone Star number, right? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll call the Lone Star number, we'll get it. We'll be checking. So if you want, you know, once you make your contribution, we will elect for us to make it public as well. Yeah. Right? So on Saturday, all go with Jolly. Don't mind it. All going Jolly, the birthday. It's a Freedom Money Rise birthday.
I know, right?
Jolly. So you want to come, you want to hang out, you want to spend time, you want to take photo, you want to say thank you, and you know, all of that. You can hug Hagar, but you can't hug me because I'm married already.
Why they can hug Hagar again?
I am married already.
So why about my the guy?
So 08804031 0880403312 is the number for the birthday basket. 0880 any number can win. About we get B how you know we not say this 0880403312 is our birthday basket. Saturday we're having our man birthday. We won't go there, and you know, we'll sit down, we'll lecture, and you know, we'll talk about the team, and you know, by the end of the day, you know, we can't do it too. We gotta come back to our fan. So 0880403312. It's 0880. I see some people trying the number to see whether the number. I know you're beeping, you make sure. Yeah, that the number right there. You're smart. 0880403312. So you can make your small assistance or contribution and all of that to 0880403312. Saturday we'll have a birthday coming up. right? So let me take a break with Crime Stopper Liberia. We'll come back. We're going to MICAT. We'll leave from MICAT, then we'll go to LEC, right? That's the ship. And of course, that's exactly what we were going to do this morning. Then beginning Monday, we'll look at other reports. What is the MedTech? What is the LPRC? And B Mountain, and plenty of anything. You're coming who you're beginning next week, who you're here. They're stealing from the country at industrial scale. This break, Crime Stopper Liberia will be right back.
There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand, call the right authority. But it can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human talking, enemy you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia, your partner for ensuring respect for the rule of law culture. 0880-403312. Our birthday cash basket.
Yeah, and then maybe you can do whatever you send. You can do a follow up with a message.
Yeah, of
so
course.
we know if you want us to recognize you publicly, we will not get issue with that.
I seen some message.
So once you want us to do so,
we're going to go to fire. So
Yeah.
make sure what I put and start firing already.
Yeah.
Then the more you fire, the more momentum and thing that we get.
Okay, so
Start firing. So people firing already.
Yeah. So let's
somebody fire more people. We told you there are good people in the country, and so don't overlook anything. At the end of the day, then you see, we are doing well. We're getting there gradually, like AB will say. Yeah, sometimes, my man, it doesn't make it to order. Oh, can't hear.
Thomas Sabo, there is a in the industry.
Yeah, Thomas Sabo then say they move Penno. I don't know, but Penno is a good guy though. I don't know why.
Yeah, but maybe I hear something. Maybe he like some strategic.
Yeah, but I don't know the detail. But Penno is a good guy, and so. Let's see how it plays out. Let's see whether the party leadership, whether that is the process by which, whether the youth league in the district can work out and move the coordinator, because they're the boss man.
Yeah.
And, So
maybe what I saw, I think they declare vote of no confidence. So when you declare vote of no confidence in a person, that means
then they appoint acting coordinator. So that's the error. You can do your vote of no confidence. That means at least now.
So your vote of no confidence will recommend to the leadership that this person, we interested in working with this person, and then from there the national leadership could decide to replace that person.
Then you know at the beginning of the day, when they did the vote of no confidence, then they according to them, by their vote of no confidence, they removed the man. When they removed the man, they took their youth chairman and put the man in the man position. Then put the man in the man position. They didn't even go by the
youth chairman of the community, or
of the party.
Oh, okay.
In the youth chairman, you want to say that you deserve about that?
No.
Because youth chairman business.
No, but I think that's a conversation that we can have with Thomas.
So
I think we have.
But Thomas can come tomorrow, right?
Yeah, Thomas. Maybe his team. We can
set
up.
We'll set it up. I'll get a number to you.
We can set up their team there, so we have a conversation.
So me, I understand. I hope for
my first
confidence.
We are saying I would declare vote of no confidence in our vote of no confidence. So we have to resolve that thing.
Yeah, my man, you gotta be strategic.
You have to be strategic.
But anyway,
you do so.
So that is it, folks. After the break, we are back. Keep playing your cash giveaway on *255*1#. You know, yesterday we commenced this conversation about the workings and the decadence that's happening at the MICAT, Liberia, under the watch of Minister Jeremy Pia, and of course Daniel Sando. You know, a lot of people, of course, I'm so trying to be something. And right after the show, we have been receiving very disturbing details. And you understand? We've been receiving very disturbing details. And some of these details have got to do with salary disparities since this man took over. We are not dealing with all of the sections or department of the ministry yet. We'll go to the other.
So doing it section by section.
Section by section. And by the time we are done, so that you know, and you know, the level of ineptitude, bad leadership, arrogance, and of course corruption that are eating up the fabric of the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism, that are being subdued to the utter demonstrations of arrogance, rudeness, and disrespect. So people are being rude, disrespectful to other people. So the public is focusing more on the fact that, so you people not concerned about what is happening in the agency and how the agency is being destroyed. But rather they say, Daniel, you see, recently they say, Daniel will come back for you. Daniel will come back for you. Pia will come back for you. Pia said, I will come back. Pia run away and go America. Daniel, who didn't get nowhere to go, and came from Bonavie and went back and started acting rude. So we want to suspend those one a little bit to look deep inside the ministry to assess what is going on. Yesterday, we told you about the state of the nation's own newspaper meant to promote, communicate the government's project, progress, and programs, and of course, highlight concerns and different impact across the country. But today, since January also, this paper has gone down. And the allegations that are coming out is cool. Workers are disenchanted, displeased. They bring small girls, they put them in positions and give them more salary than their bosses. Right? These are the things we are told that are happening. For example, a sales agent with high school qualification earning $366, while the business manager for that same department, The business manager that has a BA, Bachelor of Art degree, is getting $264. What explains that? So what value are we attaching to education? If you take a high school graduate, right, person, lacking experience, lacking knowledge, and besides, and put them in the agency or the entity and give them more money than the boss, are you not demoralizing the boss? This is what's happening at MICAT. I have the payroll. I will give you even the account numbers, everything. You guys will get it. We will not call people name, but we want to get account number now. You already know yourself. Yeah. I am told Mr. Sano and others at the ministry are involved in the secret collection of money from government ministries that are appearing at MICAT for press conference under the disguise of giving journalists transportation.
Yeah.
These are the things that Pierre, Sando, and others are doing. All the ministers and directors and heads of agency you see speaking at MICAT, they can collect secretly, they can collect money from the people. They tell them, say, oh, we won't pay the journalist then way. They're using the journalist then to, collect money. So open the phone and ask the journalist, they can pay your way. Right? And those are the real issues that these guys are supposed to be addressing at MICAT press conference. Today is Thursday. I know they will be talking. But rather, they have focused and shifted the public discourse to attacking opposition figures and critical voices in the country. I know they will come for all this morning. But I bet you they can't come direct, they'll come indirect because they fear us. I challenge, I challenge Pia or Daniel.
I think they can do, they know who they can do it. You made mistake, mention anytime, anywhere, in any of your press conferences. The things will bring us out for you. Any of you.
That one will take the issue now, will take it personal, direct. That one you finish draw the line. That was
the ones that we're even trying to modify and add respect to. You have made mistakes.
That was small. Wow, you're a man and one draw the line. See, cross the line.
Cross the line.
Also now your man draw the cycle. You're inside the cycle. So an attempt, they even mistakenly just try to do any examples that you call Freedom Avenue will come for you. Then we'll draw the cycle. So for some of you who do not understand or know more about the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism, all of the time, this entity of government was established in 1956, purposely to promote or propagate government's policies and programs to the public through different mediums that have been established there. And of course, the new Liberian newspaper are part of the mediums. So if you kill that, then that means you're undermining some of the primary functions of the ministry or the purpose for its establishment. Both within Liberia and internationally, the website is down. And the people are there. So now the president should be asking them, how are you doing the job? Right? In accordance with your established requirement to propagate government policies and programs to the public, locally and internationally. So there are several departments within the ministry. You have deputy minister, assistant minister, director, blah, 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 blah. But now let's go to the crust. I've jotted down about 5 thematic areas here, right? Come in, let me send you the document so we'll be going along. Right? 5 thematic areas. And then when you go through these, you exhaust all of these, you will have an idea as to the spoil and the breakdown that's happening at the ministry under the watch of these, so to speak, practically incompetent partisan bigots who are using partisan bigotry to cover up for their ineptitude and, of course, lack of competence to do the job. Right? So at the end of the day, we have these things. Right? We can even share them on the live so people will be watching with us as well and following. But just keep it for your private use, right? So for us, we told you that we're not going to do any causing play with anybody. The moment you see ministers or agency heads decide to be acting rude now, just know say they're not doing well. They won't cover it up with being rude. So everybody will be sunny. But for the purpose of our discussion today, we want you to listen very carefully, folks, as we explain how Sando and his boss, man, Pia, are gradually, if they have not, killed the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism. And if attention is not placed there, that entity will be, in the minds of many people, worthless to exist. And you start to hear debate and conversations about dissolving it, blah, 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 and all of that, especially now that the tourism people moving from there. There could be another argument that the culture department should move. Then the ministry will be in the minds of many people, because when you're not seeing the practical, you're not seeing it living up particularly to the essence of the ministry, then at the end of the day, people start saying that the ministry be dissolved. But you take a bunch of incompetent people, misguided, misdirected people who have got no school or no schooling or training in public relation or media studies directly. How do you think we're going to run this war, this country, in an efficient or ethical manner? One, to begin with, if you all can recall, and Daniel is listening to this show, and I'm saying it, after the initial nomination of Daniel Sando by the president as Deputy Minister for Technical Services, what Daniel did immediately, this at the beginning, the country starts spoiling under the government just now. It started from the beginning. Daniel, without any confirmation, whatever, he immediately rushed to the ministry, right? And used that period to select for himself an office all by himself. Okay, you all can remember Daniel was doing all kind of beautification in the office. And that means that office is located on the very same floor as the minister proper. And so it created an opportunity for them to distinguish themselves from the rest of the staff. And that's why you see, even when electricity became an issue, they bought small generator and they only used to supply that flow and leave all other departments in darkness. Now, Sando was later appointed as Deputy for Press and Public Affairs. And as per the arrangement, he should have moved his things to the Department of Public Affairs, where Eugene Fagon, Isaac Jackson, and even Pia were working from when they were serving the Salif and the Weah regime as Deputy Minister for Press and Public Affairs. But what is happening now? Daniel Sando refused to relocate to the office, and it has become embarrassment for the minister, Nat Beji, who is now serving as Deputy Minister for Technical Services. But Nat can't say anything. They're afraid. So you got appointed to the Department of Public Affairs, but you have refused to move to the Department of Public Affairs office because you think you won't be on the floor with your minister and you're working in cahoot. The minister have not said anything to address these things. These are creeping things that create this corneal atmosphere within the workplace. It's happening under their watch, but they stand in front of the camera and make it look like everything is okay. They're liars. Many days, when PR want quick information about technical issues, he will have to call Beji from the ground floor in one corner, and you will see the minister running with his computer to the minister proper office to brief the minister when they should have been right on the same floor and move around. So now they'll have to be taking a computer. You're working there. You're telling me what are these things I'm saying that lie. Now take a computer pull on it and be running going. So yeah, minister is coming. Technical service. Right? And you take a buffon and put him on the floor who has got no technical clue or anything about the ministry. That's why the ministry is not living up to its essence for why it was established. So this is our country. This country belongs to everybody. So you have a choice to decide whether you accept for your country to be run this way or you want it to be run the right way and call people out. These people should stop misapplying their authority and focus on the purpose for which the institution was meant. How Sando benefit from LRRC corruption saga? You all remember that Ghana refugee people that were repatriated, right? Oh, you're shocked. Daniel, how we know? There are reports that Daniel Sando, through other clandestine arrangement, is entangled. And I want the entire Ministry of Information to be listening this morning. We own it for 1 week. Next week, we'll pick it up again. We'll expose that ministry. And you know that the reason they have resorted to Marcos and Parcos is because they are inept. They are inept. And I'm saying it proudly. I'm not afraid of them. And they know that. And you understand? How Sando at the Ministry of Information he got caught in the LRRC Ghana refugee money corruption scandal. Folks, Lawrence Famula, a lot of you know Lawrence. Lawrence is our man, is our friend. Just as Sando. Sando is our friend. Sando is my Ghana friend, Ghana brother. But he's a rude man. Lawrence Famula, who is the Director of Press and Public Affairs, was sent to the LRRC as a media consultant to LRRC when the government provided funding to bring back stranded Liberians from Ghana. They say, oh, there's a PRC, oh, you know, we got to give some consultancy for the media thing. So they seconded Lawrence Famula there. Because Sando didn't want his signature on the financial documents, Famula was used, and Famula you can call on the show if you want to, was used according to sources, according to informations we've gathered, was used to allegedly collect money on behalf of the New Liberian newspaper that was supposed to make publication and promotion on the Ghana refugee situation. Are you getting the connection, folks? These corruptions are happening on the bloggers. They're not talking about it. As soon as Jawira thought the cause Jawira, as soon Kumi thought the cause Kumi, as soon Simon Freeman thought the cause Simon Freeman.
That is because they want to divert the conversation.
Don't divert the conversation.
They want you to have these kind of things. They know that when you're free, you put yourself on this.
So you're listening to the Marcos and the New Liberian newspaper. One Joseph Charlie. So Daniel just called that man, one Joseph Charlie, to meet him at the PHP Park, the very park that they have abandoned. That they used to go collect the refugee, Ghana refugee people you can listen to. That PHP Park they used to go collect your refugee money. They say going for a New Liberian newspaper. I know a lot of the staff will be shocked to hear these things. We meet him at the PHP Park, where he usually sits enjoying himself along with some ladies. Sando can never disprove this information because it is the fact. And yes, so it's a chance. Daniel, you got my number. You can call if you wish. Let's talk about this right here on the radio. You can even come. That you're the one scared. You've been running away. I think the real evidence again now splashing in your face. In less than 2 weeks. Come here. Now you see why the boys are reduced the ministry to Marcos and Parcos.
Oh God.
To cover up their corruption. So the easier way to cover the corruption up is to be doing Marcos and Parcos, and everybody, oh, you start cussing my man, you'll be cussing my man, blah blah. Then why? But for all we can go beyond We dig it from behind them, we pull it outside. Hey, trouble for now. See, because okay, it will interest you to know that on many occasions, the money landed in Sando's hand, and he would just call the director of the New Liberian newspaper, one Joseph Charlie, to meet him at the PHP Park where he usually sit enjoying himself, blah, blah, blah. In less than 2 weeks, fellow Liberian director Formula, right, was able to buy one Jeep. So you go check whether the director Formula get a car or ain't get a car. Our own men are usually working regularly. So refugee money back car for the men. To buy one Jeep. This is a man who has been struggling with one old taxi from the Madam Sally regime. That boy being a lay old taxi, not knowing refugee money or coming for them to go steal and buy Jeep. Government did not buy the Jeep. There is no document to prove government purchasing Jeep for the man. So we are telling you now how it happened. Now we all understand that family at the moment is not happy at all because they are all eating for that assistant minister position. Assistant minister position. Well, it is announced that family for a jail hanging around the place. So family in the building, and you're not happy, but you can't say it also. Now, when family want to take to talk, they will just tell the man, my man, you still the director of press. The president has not appointed you yet. So the guys are eating the assistant minister salary.
But also, there is this, so he put him there as IT minister
of information. Right? Yeah. So, but the salary, they ain't giving it to him. So when he want to talk, they say, my man, the president appointed you. Minister position. What family acting? Family not happy. Family fair.
Even though he is allegedly bought car from his company.
Yeah. So, and you know, when your hands in the cookie jar now, you don't talk too much. Man, I can say. Let's come back to the New Liberal newspaper. How is the people dying? In June 2024, the New Liberal newspaper produced a magazine titled "Inside the Government's Deliverables." Listen carefully, fellow Liberians. The New Liberal staff did everything without a dime from Sando and other ministers. They used their own personal computers, equipment, and transportation to collect content for the magazine that was published in June. Minister Beje was sent to Nigeria to print the 54 pages magazine as if we don't have a printing press in Liberia to do the work. That magazine publication. So not Beje come here, you say Abu and Hagar lying on me that we're in Liberia and tell where you printed it. Even the paper printing press, right, that you're owing, you refuse to carry the thing there. Businesses who advertise in the magazine and the Christmas edition of the paper decided to raise their payment through check. But guess what? Those institutions, especially the Liberia National Fire Service, who had season greetings in the December edition of the paper, were told to do the payment through cash. Don't get your check, get your cash. Go cash. Sando and other ministers decided to bypass the paper account and collected those cash and share it among themselves, allegedly. Sando cannot challenge this information as well as many other information because they are true. They cannot deny receiving cash from Fire Service, the National Disaster Agency, among others, that put advertisement in the paper. Today, as we speak, the paper owes the printing press. The paper account is zero. Let them disprove us and give us the bank statement for the papers at the Amica press conference. Those are among many things. Okay, salary disparity at MICAT. Let's talk about that quickly, and then we can transition to something else, right? But while we're talking, keep playing, you keep making your money, we'll get back or rest everything. Star 255 star 1 hash. And don't forget about our birthday basket. You want to read the number?
Yes, so the number is 0880-40-33-12. 0880-40-33-12. Once you do whatever you're able to do, just send a note. There is this person who has been able to do. I want to get. Yes, so
they send their name.
No, he asked for confirmation, but his name is not here. So I hope that he can send his name. But it is 0880-40-33-12, and you can just do whatever.
That's our private guy. Send the people come. Yeah, so they go chill tomorrow too. Yeah, so say you pin the number. Let people.
Yeah, so
right. Salary disparity at MICAT. When Sando and other ministers took over, one thing they said was to review the payroll, remove ghosts, and increase salary. But as we speak, workers, staff, MICAT, I know you're behind. They get some area you can go sit on behind there, and you know that place say that no men's Zoom. So on area behind there you can go. Hey, many laughing. I rather you can go. And our PR in the first meeting with you, they say they will clean the payroll, they remove the ghost name, and then they will tap your salary up. But as we speak, that has not happened. Employees are dissatisfied. They're grumbling and murmuring every day. There are people in that department and other departments that are suffering. They're living on loan. They credit their salaries. They become beggars. Jalo get their ID cards. Their working ID cards are in Jalo shop. Go to Jalo shop and go see the number of Mika worker ID card at Jalo shop keeping. Because of credit. Bathing soap credit, toothpaste credit, everything credit.
So Lazarus cow. Yes, we've received that. Thank you.
Thanks, Lazarus.
Yeah.
So you two can do the thing. So we have our birthday basket. There, it's pinned on for those of you in the diaspora. You can do the heavyweight lifting. Say, of course. In this conversation, we have the payroll like I told you earlier. There are sales agents who are earning far more than their bosses or their boss, the business manager. Sando is not concerned and has shown no interest. Neither the minister proper, and all of those things keep happening. But yet they stay in front of the camera on Tuesdays and Thursdays and all of these that they want to collect some money for the media in disguise from agency. They'll call, oh man, you're gonna do press conference. The media, yeah. Those are his circle of friends. No access to free speech at the Ministry of Information, Culture Affairs and Tourism. Article 17, 15 have been denied. Workers are working like they're in Guantanamo Bay. No rights. Pierre arrogantly walks in the building, open his arms. He passes by people, he speaks to nobody. Face front up. The workplace looks like hell. Sando and other ministers have suppressed the people in that in the ministry and have threatened to dismiss anyone who speaks truth to power. And that's what you see. Even the boss, the Benin, they promise the people, they can't talk. They can't offer to even offer their boss. To even call general staff meeting, you put your hand on, you say, oh, minister, I don't know what the start of the boss. Oh, forget it, you go. Or oh, minister, and you say when you clean the payroll, you're going, sorry, oh, what happened? And you go. We gave you an example. In 2024, a reporter in the Department of New Liberia wrote in the ministry's employees chat room that it was unfair for the government to delay their salaries, especially when he cannot take his sick daughter to the hospital and do other things. Guess what? Pia arrived at the ministry and ordered the dismissal of that reporter because someone did the screenshot and sent it to the minister. Me, I tell you, I'm not calling Nemo, but you're there, you're listening, you know your friend. You tell me if that lie. The man and his director had to go in Pia office, kneeling down like God, G-O-D, capital, letter small G-O-D. That staff had to go with director, kneeling on the floor to beg Pia not to dismiss him, holding his feet and begging for mercy. Liberia. The Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism has turned today into Guantanamo Bay. Workers are reduced to prisoners. They can't speak freely. They can't speak to their grievances. Their pays are not coming on time. Like the Ministry of Internal Affairs, assistant ministers and everybody taking loan, the office loan. Deputy ministers all taking office loan. But yesterday, you're counting really, you say, oh, the country, okay, I think, okay, Baka working. Why are you taking credit from Jalo? This was how he insulted the man and told them to get out of his office after the people entered Pia office, kneeling on the ground, begging, holding their feet, pleading for mercy. Arrogantly, Pia insulted them and threw them out of his office, folks. These are the horrors and terrors that are happening at the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism that the folks aren't talking about, sorry, but rather they have resorted to man-calls and power-calls. So our job is to bring you these things. We have the payroll here. So there is a sale manager here, BSC. Number is 264.43. Right? And this person, let me get it. And then there's a supervisor here with AA degree making 400 and change with assistant marketing manager, blah, blah, blah. You know, I don't do the thing in ways that I don't call people name and so. Okay. A secretary in the department that has a high school diploma, right? That secretary with a high school diploma, and then you have a sales and business manager for BSC, salary 264, a sales supervisor with AA 400, almost times 2 of what the business manager is making. The AA degree person is making this amount. Then you have somebody in a secretarial role with a diploma. These are the people who said they were bringing competence and, of course, merit, right? You have assistant manager. You have sales supervisor AA making over $400. These are the litany of issues, corruptions, double dipping that are going on at the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism that have left its constitutional duties and responsibility to the Liberian people. And of course, the new Liberian newspaper has died. I just told you the account is depleted because powerful bosses in the ministry, according to internal information, were telling clients to rather pay cash, hand deliver cash instead of raising check or putting the money into the company's account. 0776 104 104 086 500 104. are the numbers. You got maybe
yes, and we can
the guys who won't call from the
yeah. So if they get So 0776 104 104 086 500 104 are the numbers you can call us on. The cash giveaway is as well active, like we said, and it's on *255*1#, *255*1#. We'll do more draw here this morning and give money to you while we try to give a bag of rice as well. So for just $50 Liberian dollars or 25 cents, you can be a part of the list of winners here. And we here. Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Pierre Grace, you giving them money.
Morning. Hello. 0776 104
you call, you can hold the line. You call, you may appoint
086 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104 is the WhatsApp line as well. You can call and make a contribution here this morning. Let's talk to this person here. Good morning. Hello.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Put on speaker. It's low.
Thank you. My name is Marcus Kumar, and I call from the car when you got yourself.
Where?
Thank you. You know, I want to appreciate you guys for the show. You know, we voted this for thinking that we are the team. But the Labour Party, their government is totally regret. The corruption, the different things that happen in the country, it is very, very the government will reduce the year's rate. When people that interest on the people, the common people.
All right, thank you very much. We want to stick to Mika.
Thank you. Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Hello. You can't keep holding. What's going on with this now? Let's talk to this person from here. Morning.
Good morning.
You live. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning.
Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Abu. You know, today, my name is Mohammed from our call from the World Champion. When we see people like Daniel Sano speaking out, it's very, you know, make out of feeling. Why Sano? Why you like you? Why will you know, destroy yourself for the owners, man? Why will not take people where? You guys got more feature because you won't use it. You won't collab with regime. You won't be with regime collaborators to run this country. So you're using the resources to be good after other people. Something else. This is not a way. Because all those things, there's no accountability or there's no quality. There's no checking on the food users. When they start using the insurance here, they're ready for anybody. They are funny by themselves. They are criminals. And then once after 2029, you guys will not go nowhere to here to pay for what they are doing. Because there's something going on, and the reason why you always go after other political leaders, shopping them, so that bosses will know that they're working. But they're working for themselves.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Morning.
Okay.
0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104 are the numbers. And these things are happening all across. Right? You have people presiding over agencies and entities, and these entities are gradually dying and going down under their watch. And all they care is to...
let's talk to this person. Morning.
Morning to you, gentlemen.
Morning.
My name is Hussein Keo. I call from Jacobstown. I listen to you guys, and let me say this on the record. The Ministry of Information, we had a regular press briefing on Tuesday and Thursday. When you follow the press briefing,
are you prepared to contribute to the discussion? Who asked you to tell when they can have press briefing? That what we talking here?
So
that when they can have, man, tell that man off the line, man. Get up from here, man. Don't come be disturbing our show, yo. Get up from here, man. Tell you we here for that thing.
Yeah, morning, G.
I'm talking something you can't talk about when they can have press briefing.
Yeah, I will hear the brother Papa Mohammed come out calling for.
Go ahead, move.
You know, Abu, that funny picking will get insulting people already. But don't bring them, man. I bring our opposition leader. Sometimes if somebody want to bring something radical, just go to radical thing. Because if the man pass around crossing won't go on social media, want to own to say, oh man, let us be safer, let us be safer. We allow people that say that they in government, they insulting people. Insulting critical voices. They will get insulted.
Thank you very much. Thanks to Ahmed Joe Aramale, right, who has also contributed to our birthday basket and all of that. Look, going forward, we're not going to tolerate these kinds of things. Hussein, if you come here, you conduct yourself properly, you not participate here. Diversion narrative is not going to work. You are outside there, you're not aware of what's happening. You're not aware of any of these things. We brought them out when we were putting the challenge. Then you can't leave it, you can't talk about when they can. Who in the country you know when they can have regular press briefing? Who ask you for regular? Who talk anything about regular press briefing here? How much more they giving you? You know me. You say that you're allowed. You sow your soul and your future. For Skashka to call on
walk away
station
from the noise
and horse rent.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, Chief.
Go ahead.
I'm senior teacher calling for the district, man.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a new project. I'm thinking you're not part of that discussion, but there's a new project around Eaton Street, Rosso Avenue. They do a building fence within the unit. They see the unit, the building fence within the unit, they close the whole unit off. Okay. They're on Rosso Avenue. I say, come on, the people ready and stop and shut.
All right. Thank you. 0776104.
Those waterways and what have you.
086-500-104 ID numbers. You can call us on right here to be a part of the conversation this morning.
Yeah, very right. So, folks, that's it. Right? Next, we're gonna come here. We'll bring you more. So it doesn't appear to you like we just came here and say, "Oh, Neil Abron newspaper is dead," and blah blah. No, we're giving you clear cut, provide you all of it, and the challenge is out. Let them come and disprove it, right? Then we'll start putting the pieces out. But let's go to LEC. Come here. You have the video from front page. Front page people did something else.
Yeah, I think I should have it.
Yeah, so keep sending your support to our birthday basket so that we'll be able to take Kine and Austin out on Saturday. But to carry the money out, not small thing. Carry the money out. But anyway, I'll keep note that the blind people only playing that.
Oh, okay. So
the blind people, anytime I see him, my whole heart can be feeling bad about the Baptist deacon.
Okay.
The whole Baptist deacon, you beating blind people in the town. And folks, can you ever imagine? Being secret villa in Lofa. And let me tell you, a lot of people been doing all kind of things, but now you're supposed to know Dillon. I have always told you Dillon is a corny, deceptive Liberian politician. And I like how Liberians continue rejecting. All that thing you see Dillon trying to do, trying to find a way now to dump the rescue boat and stand some kind of independent ground after lying to the people. Yeah. Who got LIB in it? He got any group of people, yes, like when you put something together and say, everybody put our money in it. Let's go back to Emmanuel. Emmanuel really. I mean, you gotta listen keenly. So you go buy your greedy, you go drink. How's the government pay attention to people?
In governance, accountability, and management at the Liberia Electricity Corporation. The audits covering 2018 through 2023 reveal a corporation adrift, no board meetings, no bylaws, and no strategic plan, and no clear record of how millions of dollars in electricity investments were managed. According to the Public Financial Management Act, every state-owned enterprise must have a clear strategic plan, but the GSC says the AEC had none. Beyond Morovia, the audit uncovered troubling contracts with private distributors. LRB Energy, JEP, and Labenco who manage power in parts of rural Liberia. At LRB Energy, auditors found no check meters to measure electricity supplied or sold, no records or revenues shared with the government, and overgrown power lines left unmaintained. The GSC concluded the system allowed misreporting and possible loss of millions. In Nima and Bonk, the Jonko power agreement was no better. A damaged check meter unrepaired for 3 years left no record of how much power was imported or sold. Under the Labenco super vendor contract, the backbone of the prepaid system, the auditors found no record of total tokens sold, no proof of commissions paid, and no response after a major cyber attack in 2023. Even AEC's investment raised red flags. Millions contributed to Transco CLSG, a regional power project, but no portfolio documents, no clear returns, and no confirmation from the company itself. In nearly every case, the AEC acknowledged the GSC's funding, but its responses, auditors say, did not adequately address the issues raised by the auditors. The General Auditing Commission's verdict is clear. The Liberia Electricity Corporation has been running on without a clear plan to power the nation forward. For Front Page Africa News, Faces Emmanuel Willie Conway reporting.
Thank you,
the General
Emmanuel
Auditing
Willie
Commission has uncovered
Africa.
deep
Of
cracks
course,
in governance, accountability,
listen
and management
to the
at the
summary.
Liberia Electricity Corporation. The audits
country
covering
needs
2018
spiritual
through
bath.
2023 reveal a corporation adrift, no board meetings,
your
no
country
bylaws,
quickly
and
and
no
put it in the hands
strategic
of
plan,
these
and no clear record
recycled
of how
criminals.
millions
And
of
you
dollars in
also want to
electricity
admit.
investments.
So the GAC has audited the operations and compliance of the LEC with laws, regulations, and procedures. And the audit has uncovered governance lapses at the LEC. Governance lapses. That means that whole manager, is it appoint the other person, blah, blah, blah. It's a big head of a lapse. But you see people wearing nice coat suit, dressing nicely, going, presiding over a bankrupt, a breaking down system. The audit also uncover no board meetings, that they just running the place. Like I told you the other time, I said when you have corporation like this and you have board exercise what? The authority of oversight So that means in the absence of board meetings, there has been no oversight on the running and operation of the LEC. So transparency, accountability, all these things are off the window. No strategic plan as required by law for years. And LEC is not the only. Even water and sewer went almost 2 years and never had. Mwale was just passing around cleaning project when he had not developed. Okay, so many thanks to Delton Dunn, right? Okay, Delton Dunn. I think the person used Delton Dunn to make this something, but we just received a contribution from an agent number. Thanks to our contributor. So our Saturday is getting there. Small. Lomogi will get in there, right? So let's talk about LEC. No strategic plan for years. Major irregularities in the CLSG. Right? And these things cover, because we're having national conversation now. Let's look at what day just at one level. We can't go if can come here. Yeah, everything just stuck. The CDC era came and tried to take it somewhere smooth, because even the current head of LEC admitted to what the CDC did in pushing the LEC forward. So we have to admit that. That does not exonerate the management under the CDC from all of the other lapses, which we'll go into, but it's important to highlight that. But what did Bouaka then do with the place? We'll find out. Not only in the CLSG issues that there are irregularities, the GEP, the JEP, Jongo Electric Power. So these guys are energy power. These guys are the Labor Electricity Regulatory Authority. These are another group of on serious people. How you have that political corrupt lawyer in how you call the guy Klatume. Klatume was my good friend, but since Klatume lied during the Liberty Party legal rigmarole rule, he misinterpreted his own constitution, and it got proven that that man can lose respect in people. So Libango is on Nippo Street. That's where their office is. And Leap Energy agreements. The law says all these agreements are flawed. Littered in wanton irregularities, depriving the Liberian people just revenues. Where are this money going to? Here I want to start the read, and then we pick it up from there. So keep playing and contributing to our lay cash bars. The number is pinned right there.
So yes, this is it. The Front Page Africa publication says the GAC uncovers governance lapses at LEC. No board meetings, no strategic plan for years. Major irregularities in CLSG, Jeep, Libango, and Lib Energy or LRB Energy agreements. And this is it. The General Auditing Commission, or the GAC, has uncovered serious governance and management lapses at the Liberia Electricity Corporation, or the LEC, raising questions about oversight, operational planning, and major agreements with key power projects. The audits covered fiscal years ending June 30, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, and the special budget year 2021 and fiscal year 2022 and 2023. According to the GAC, the LEC Board of Directors failed to demonstrate effective oversight, contrary to regulations M12 of the Public Financial Management Act, or the PFM Act of 2009, as amended in 2019, which mandates boards of state-owned enterprises to ensure the efficient management of fiscal resources and proper governance structures.
Correct.
The audit also cited a breach of OECD operate government. The audit also cited a branch of OECD operate government governance principle, which required boards to operate with clear leadership, accountability, and defined procedures.
You're reading from no evidence of board meeting?
No, next is next right above no evidence.
Oh, okay.
So this is it. No evidence of board meetings or bylaws.
Oh, no, but hold on. Let's talk about this. This first slide, right, where the audit uncover a lot of fiscal, irregularities and legal breaches, regulatory breaches, so to speak. It's important. When you have a country that's being run outside of the law, the legal framework, what it allows is allow all kinds of illicit financial and administrative, undertaking. And to imagine that the rescue government came to power and is here now and is tight-lipped on these things is even more troubling. And the president have said zero. The president have done nothing. And the very people that told you that you follow dance in the poo-poo water, they have assumed those agencies and they are seated there. And these things are continuing under their watch. For almost 2 years, they continue to exploit and benefit from these loopholes allowed to happen through the flagrant ignoring of the laws and the regulations, the PFM laws and other good governance and financial prudence regulations. The auditor has also cited a breach of the OECD corporate governance principle. But you have the most smart, intelligent people in government, but yesterday they are breaching these kinds of standard operational procedures. And this OECD corporate governance principle requires boards to operate with clear leadership, accountability, and defined procedures. But the audit found that the board has not even been meeting. They are passing around and the people just collect and the board cares about just collecting. And look, as we go along, we'll enter deep inside and we'll start to tell you some things. We ain't ready to call him yet. We may more likely get there. We'll take our time. We'll fix this country. We'll fix this country with our mouth. Some of you want to keep being political. You can call, name, all kinds of ways. Look, the fact remains that the government failed. The government's a mess. It's a disaster. You can never rely and depend on this organization of recycled criminals doing back channel deals and all of those things. A useless, completely useless government. Useless organization of crooks and thieves. That's what we have today. And you need people like us to keep exposing them. But unfortunately, we have a president that's lame dog, that takes no practical action. All he cares is when he's feeding some pin under the pacemaker, arrange flight, get on the next private jet, and he's out of the country. Get on the next private jet out of the country. Jet will go check pacemaker. The man will take 40 to 30 people out of the country all of the time. They are leaving soon again. No evidence of board meeting when the law and the standard requires that you should have a more organized, clear leadership and accountability structure and procedure within the board that provides state-of-the-art efficient management and operation. Auditors reported that between July 2018 to December 2021, there was no evidence of any board meetings being held. Minutes of meetings were not provided, and there was no proof of established committees such as audit, risks, nomination, or remuneration committees, which is required. Structures that are critical to transparency and oversight. Now, the question becomes, when the government came, what did they do in terms of accountability for money captain and the likes? They compromised. They compromised with money captain. They pay people off. Right? The report warned that the absence of board of a board by law and regular meetings severely undermine strategic oversight. You see, just like I said, I told you about oversight. You must send your children to Google school, let them learn and be smart. Allowing management to operate without checks and balance. When you do not have oversight and you ignore the oversight responsibilities in the running of an organization, you are giving room for no checks and balances. People will be doing things haphazardly. Failure to develop a bylaw that will guide the activities of the board may lead to arbitrary decisions by members of the board. The report cautioned. GSE recommend urgent governance reforms. That is there. LEC lacked a proof strategic and operational plan. They're just operating the Courtney chicken. Another major lapse highlighted in the audit was the absence of approved strategic and operational plans to guide LEC's operation during the year under review. According to Regulation D19 of the PFM Act, each government entity is required to prepare a strategic plan outlining its mission, goals, and measurable outputs. How do you have a 40+ years experienced president who runs a country for almost 2 years and has agency being run without strategic plan of action that will detail those plan of action will detail and outline the mission of the team or the agency, the goals, and with measurable output. Then you run them by that one. But the president, when Imoto and ready to go there, Mr. President, Bagu, Mr. President, Babi, you put a small envelope, Katumu grab it from the back, and strategic plan in Vla. That's how they're running the country. People are taking brown envelope to the mansion. Before we used to hear people taking brown envelope to the Capitol building. Okay, so this is from we just received another contribution. I want to say thanks to our contributors to our birthday basket. We're almost there. We're getting there small. Saturday will be jolly. So the number is P. Breakdown everywhere, Liberians. Management site expired business plan. So they ask them, they say the business plan expired. They say LEC had a 5-year business plan, 2019 to 2023. So the previous government had their, plan. That means they were living. So the new government came, they took over, no plan, they are going. As soon as ready one morning, somebody jumped. Gentlemen, we need to go my coffee. Yeah, we'll call the ERBC general, sit down in the car, we'll go there, wear jacket. You see now, LEC, we come to my coffee, and I had to run in the country, and I had to run in the place. Oh, gentlemen, you can't, we need to go, yeah. It will come a time with the magnitude of thievery that's going on in the country, of stealing that's going on in Liberia. Every Liberian citizen will have to sit down in one corner, buy a big tower, and just cry for the country. Maybe you will go see everybody cry. Your tear now follow the tower. Go test your heart. But these people are demons. They're working with evil spirits. That's what they said during the campaign. Let's go a little more. Right? So let's look at let's start from where the audit report also uncovered financial and operational irregularities in the LEC agreement with private electricity distributors, Leap Energy. And when we start to go deep in that, we want to know the ownership of these organizations and we know the connection to people in government and the system that's compensating these breaches. Leap Energy, Jeep, JEP, Jungle Energy in Bong and Nimba, and Libanco, raising fresh concerns about transparency and accountability in the management of the nation's energy sector. According to GAC, it found glaring compliance failures and weak oversight in the electricity supply and distribution arrangements in Maryland, River G, Grangida, Nimba, and Bond counties, as well as with the Libango support vendor contract.
About this entire thing, my interest is who is responsible for the collection of the $2.50 monthly? Which one of the companies that money is going to? What is the agreement? What was the arrangement?
That's Libanco.
Because they have to give account of
but
that.
The audit telling you that
they have to give
has not been paying the money.
They have to give account of that money because every month $2.50 is deducted from my meter, your meter, and just every one of you using LEC meters. Even though monthly you can recharge, but they're telling you that from the first day of every month to the end of every month. So even if you are able to purchase $300 current, that is able to carry you for a year, LEC is saying every month, if for 12 months you did not pay that 2005 or let's say $2.50, if you did not recharge for 12 months, that $2.50 is going to be multiplied, is going to be calculated, and that $2.50 will be multiplied by 12 months, and you will be compared to pay that amount before you can do extra recharge that will stay in your meter. So imagine this has been running for the longest. Imagine how many persons are using LEC meters that $2.50 is collected from their money. Where are we? This is a very terrible thing. So like I said the last time, imagine that Orange or Lone Star Cell would tell us, even though you can buy your scratch card to do your regular call, but every month you must buy $5 card for Lone Star to take $1 from there, or Orange to take $1 from there. So imagine that. Pure stealing, where is the money going to? Can those relevant institutions or those relevant individuals give account, make a report, let Liberians know how that money is being used? Because the one that is going in my meter, I know that the more I use my electricity, the more I use electricity in my home, that's how it will go. The same way with buying scratch card or recharging minutes. But the $2.50 that is deducted monthly, where is that going? Who is responsible for that? Listen to the report. Read that entire thing on the screen here.
So now when you hear that the government has signed agreement and things, don't just celebrate though. Wait to read the agreement and how it is structured. They structure these agreements to continuously benefit 40 metering, 40 arrangements. So we are paying for the current, but they have the meters programmed in ways that it is not reflecting in government system that the energy are being paid for, thereby depriving the country of the share revenue that it should have. So all those money are dumped in special corrupt account a particular individual go and collect money from. How do you think electricity will be stable in the country? This is the heart of power theft. This is the intelligent way of seeing power. So they are stealing power from the country. So they are selling the power, but the record is not reflecting that number of energy they are selling it. So thereby denying labor of the fair taxes or money that's supposed to be paid. So Jungle Energy, the one is supplying, that's the kind of agreement that they have. and people come there, no strategic plan. They left the window open and they just going. They just going. Well, we at the end of the day, we just have to work every day. Can't just be in cycle. What kind of country can't move? That's the cause. You still have some old people who are about 40, 50. They will call on the radio. They're not even, their contributions are not even, kind of saying something, but they come here, they won't be defending. And you're like, look at the man who's talking. At this capacity, you've seen a lot, you've experienced a lot, and your conversation, your contribution to the national discourse has to be purposeful. You can't be doing mere defense of a political party and a government. You can't be doing mere defense. You got to be on purpose because you got children, you got grandchildren. At that age, in your 40, 50, you are pleading for a better environment so that your grandchildren's future will be secure. Then you take the phone, Abu, the way you're talking because you're very so critical on the government. You're selfish, wicked, mean. Let's take calls. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Morning.
Let me say morning to you guys. This is David King. And I joined you from my resident this morning. Abu, NEC been stealing for us. And they are still stealing for us. Abu, you will leave your house, maybe for example, you recharge $10. And you do not use the part of the $10 you left it went somewhere for a month. But then when you come back, that money you left in the meter, it will be gone, your meter will be empty. And you are not using your current. Then when you go recharge, then they cut another percentage from there. So NEC himself are doing power theft to the customer, and they are in the street going after people for power theft. Because what they are doing to the customer, we don't know where they trickle down effect come to our, what are the benefits that we're supposed to be getting? Because they're not benefiting anything. So you got a couple of people sitting somewhere and making money for themselves. And this is another man saying his job got to be protected. He needs to be protected. He did nothing wrong. So all the people asking that will you pay current bill for that jungle energy, they're giving him a political reward because they were in everybody got some of that money. So Floyd Tuma is getting super rich from one of the NEC. And the government like only put $40 million that they cannot pay, and they're coming after the innocent people who are then taking $2 constantly every month for people to recharge, and they take that money for themselves. So that only there's a broadcast got share inside. They will not do anything to the people. In general, Lofa University only a foundation benefit there. So what you think they will do to anybody who is from culpable of any next step?
Thank you very much. 0776
University, there will be a lengthy conversation on it next week. Abu, imagine the president is saying he can't take action because, according to him, those individuals at the Lofa University were accused. That's an allegation. But the president has dismissed several other officials of government or former officials of government based on allegation in this country. But that is the unseriousness of the executive. And
just like David said, about that. That's what's happening. Any order you see the president here inside, he will not take action on.
So, in fact, the main reason why I think that thing, but we'll talk about it like we that order because the president of let's say the foundation got money from there. Good morning, Uptown.
Good morning.
The LC thing is here because all of us pay our money there. Morning.
I kind of pressed the call, right? Because, let me be honest with you. I don't know, but I always told people there's no way Liberia should even get in as any country in the world. Or we don't need no foreign investor to come and invest in Liberia. We got the money. I don't know, people just play blind eyes to things or we just want to be wicked to the country. I don't understand. When we do simple mathematics, when you do simple mathematics, you understand that the government herself can create jobs. Most of the jobs you see in Dubai today, Dubai is built today. That's why Dubai borrowed money to build infrastructure for tourism. But
But these are the same money the guys in the Middle East and Ocean to turn around to make Dubai one of the best countries in the world. Why we can't do the same? Look, I'm not telling you, let me tell you something, right? For example, the fishery industry alone, right? The fishery industry alone. If the government of Liberia to put $100 million into the fishery industry, right? And say that we're going to buy at least 1,000 fishing boats to build the tightest storage facility in the 15 countries. That is each going to get one. And then we also pay 4 major fishing piers, right? Also pay 4 major fishing piers. When you do the math, when you got a minimum of 20 Liberians working on each of these facilities, right? And then you got a minimum of 50 Liberians working in each of the boats. The government of Liberia will be able to create a minimum of 70,000 or more jobs just in that industry or that sector alone. Can you imagine LC? LC can take $1 billion. LC can take $1 billion and say, but in 2 years we'll electrify the entire Liberia. I mean, every village in Liberia will get covered.
Okay. All right,
LC can be.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, P. You're right. And Hagar, what he's saying is correct. But when you read this report, it's important to be as fair, and you understand, with the conversation. Recently you've been hearing, and that is the reason why LEC always has these, Rick Monroe and Lieutenant Fuel, the bull always fighting, blah blah blah. That's what we're asking. Even recently, they were attempting to fight the new MD. Certain people want to remove the MD and all of that, blah, blah, blah. And we've been saying is trying to observe and things and all of that. But just like the report from the GAC highlighted, some of the reason why the country is not getting the money from our electricity as we should, a group of selfish individuals put together and designed this Libango scheme. I like to call it scheme. That what? LEC produce the energy, supply the energy, but the money the people paying for the energy, the power, right? We'll collect it for you, then we'll collect it, then we'll give it to you. Think about that. So Libango is a private company saying no. But all the money we can pay, all that purchase, that buying you can do, ain't going to LEC. And going to Libango. Then Libango will decide what she can give LEC.
And when she will give it.
When she will give. And then the report has indicated that Libango has not been transparent in accounting fairly for the number of electricity
that is going out and the money that is generated. As
a result, LEC is not receiving the money that she's supposed to receive. So as far as you're concerned, as a Liberian citizen, 1 minute, right? You're buying current, it's going to the government, but the government is not getting. So who brought Libango? Why is Libango there? So this new MD that came, if you want to do justice to yourself, you want to be fair with yourself, you want your mark to be seen, what you can do, and I'm aware that it's going to be Herculean because there are big people associated with the Libango scheme, where they will fight you because they're multi-million dollars. They both say, okay, when we leave it in the government, it will be as soon as you don't know. Okay, so let's take it, let's go establish Libango. So you all bring all the LEC money here. So it's like the cash box is not sitting with LEC.
No.
You get somebody holding LEC cash box. Then the person will come and say, oh, LEC, that $10 not getting the cash back. What back? That $500 now, 500,000 not getting the cash back. This country is being robbed. So MD Sheriff should work with his team. If they mean well for Liberia, dissolve that Libango. LEC itself should take charge of its own finances. It does not make sense to have Libango doing that, and then reports will be coming up And you can say, what is Sonny say? And then you got come with take few calls and be out of here about Libango. Right? Say irregularities. Right? Let me say the auditor, however, maintained that no evidence of bureau approval was provided, blah, 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 blah. I want this something on Libango. Good. The auditor report also uncovered financial and operational irregularities in the agreement with Libango, for example, raising fresh concerns about transparency and accountability. So they collect the money on behalf of LEC under a fraudulent arrangement, I want to say, right? That have been deemed to be lacking accountability for the actual proceeds that are generated that should go into our energy sector. How many years since after the war? Liberia still struggling. Zirikori area has stable electricity. Where in the forest of Guinea, Zirikori has stable electricity. Monrovia don't have.
Okay, so Makra, thank you. Mike is in Nimba. He's the guy who sent stuff on debt to
okay,
account.
Yeah. Mark thinks a lot.
Yeah.
Right? Mark. According to the GSC, it found glaring compliance failures and weak oversight in the electricity supply and distribution arrangement in Maryland, blah, blah, blah. And of course, as well as with Libango support vendor contract. They call it Libango support vendor. You know, when people want steal, they can pull
different names and things.
Support vendor contract. Collect our energy money. This is not happening anywhere. The contract, the arrangement is flawed. That's what they say. And if the government fails to do anything, we'll rally the citizens to stand up and kick Libango out. We will announce that one that everybody interested will announce. We'll rally the country. We'll rally the citizen. If you can't fix this thing, we'll rally the country to protest against Libango operation in Liberia. Thank God there's an other report out, so you can't even argue anything. Monday we'll enter with detail all the cents and dollars and millions that they siphon from this country. Time is fast spent. We gotta go here, guys.
Yes, of course. I'm going to be here tomorrow along with Promise and to climax the week's presentation of the show.
Our care bash will continue tomorrow.
Yeah,
right? Our care bash will continue tomorrow, so that Saturday we'll have the opportunity to dance Mapuka Sile.
So, but the number is 0880 40 33 12 40 33 12 0880. Once you do anything you able to do, just let us know. Then we know. These are people who appreciate the efforts, just whatever we do here, and we are grateful for that. Abu, there is another protest. The petition lawmakers. So Diamond mineral water. There has been this disclosure about the operation of that place and all of that.
So are they petitioning for them to close Diamond?
I think so, because you saw that report that investigative report.
But Diamond people have been saying
they say according to them, yeah. So they say
I think that industry competition or for the
yes. So we will be here. I will be here tomorrow. Abu and I have climaxed our week's presentation, and until we are here together, it's on Monday. But yes, we'll be together behind the scene.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be together. You won't close me up, but we'll be together Saturday. So until we see you, to have a wonderful time. Of course, Monday we're going to be right here to continue from exactly where we've stopped. Stay good, be good. Inshallah, we'll be here Monday. Bye bye.